Well, it happened. As you guys can see, it says install. Yeah, because I uninstalled. I'm done. I'm done. I quit in Season 0 toward the end, and now I have quit during Season 1 because not enough changed, and then they made stupid buffs to Panther, and now Panther can literally two-shot Pinaka. Two-shot. I'm not kidding. One full Lancer hit, and then he hits you again, either with his lance or his sword, and Pinaka's done. Pinaka's dead. 2 hits. Dead. So I don't even want to play healer. And playing healer is what got me to keep playing Season 0. But now I can't even play Pinaka. I can't even play healer. So that's out the window. And Tricera feels like a wet paper bag anymore because they nerfed him and then decided to change the meta over to these super fast mechs that Tricera, because of the nerfs, can't even target. So he just feels like a wet paper bag. Like, people can just kill him super easily. And Welkin, with his spin to win, can literally move around him, do circles around Tricera while doing the spin to win. And Tricera moves so slow, you can barely even target Welkin when he does that. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. This game is dumb. I can't explain it any other way. The balance and the design of this game is just stupid. If they would go and get rid of the hero shooter, counter this, counter that bullshit design of this game, and they would just go and not design, but balance based on what Armored Core 6 did, where your light mechs, yes, they're speedy and fast and they can output damage and stuff, but they are like a wet paper bag. They're glass cannons. So you target them, you down them, and then they come back and deal their damage, and they have to be really careful. And then there's medium mechs that can put out even more damage. They're a little bit more tanky, but they're not as fast and stuff. And then there's super heavies where you get in that motherfucker's sight and you're in trouble. So you have to take them out very carefully and strategically and stuff like that. And I think that type of design, well, I should say there's light, medium, heavy, and super heavy. And so, like, heavies are like the brawlers. They can't move real fast, but they can move fast enough to kind of surprise you in certain situations and then mess you up. And then super heavies are essentially like Tricera and Stego that are locked down. You know, you put them on a point and they will defend the crap out of that point because they're walking health bars that can deal out a crap ton of heavy artillery damage. I think that is what needs to be put in this game, is you need to take out this striker counters this striker, and this striker counters that striker, and take that bullshit out. Make it based on light, medium, heavy, super heavy. Balance toward that. Make that your class system. So it feels more like a mecha game. It feels more like you're playing traditional mechs in a game type that isn't traditional, because this game type isn't traditional for the mecha style and stuff like that. So I think if they would bring a little bit more of that light, medium, heavy, super heavy, traditional mech style to a game designed like this, it could be amazing. And then on top of that, let us customize our mechs and have all these different weapons we can equip and everything like that, so that we can tailor a play style to our personal mech, our personally custom mech. And it just, I don't understand why they're sticking to this style of game. It's clearly failing. Across 4 region-locked servers, you only have, let's see, guys, how much you betting? I'm betting about 2,800 players are online. Oh, 2,960, guys. 2,960 in-game across 4 region-locked system servers in multiple countries. Yeah, the game is dead. It's clearly not working. Okay? It's clearly not working. The game is not in a healthy state. So how about we hit the redo button and we balance the mechs for light, medium, heavy, and super heavy, and actually have traditional stats, traditional ways of handling these mechs in a different type of game that isn't traditional. And I think it could be amazing if they did that. And like I said, make it so that we don't have the designated mechs anymore. Make it so that we can equip different parts of the mechs. It's not going to happen. But I think that would be the most amazing thing, is you take all the parts from Tricera, Stego, all these things, and all these different weapons from all these different mechs, and you make your own mech, and then you take that mech into ranked and casual, into Mash Mech, and stuff like that. And it could be way more fun than what this game is. And this game, it's just a frustrating mess of a game. That's what it feels like. And I've just had enough. I've had enough of the frustration. I'd rather play something that feels good and makes me happy to play it. This game pisses me off. I mean, I get pissed playing this game because it doesn't feel good, because the balance is absolute dog shit. And whether you want to break it down and try and say, oh, it's not balanced, it's because this mech counters this mech, and that mech counters this mech, I don't care. It feels bad. I don't care about this countering this and all this stuff, and that's what... It feels bad. No matter what way you break it down, it breaks down to... There was over 9,000 players online, okay, when Season 1 released. People came back to the game to see what it was like. And guess what? We're down in the shitter again, okay? It's not working. So as much cope as you people might want to, inhale and inject into your veins, it's not working. At the end of the day, they're losing money. Investors are going to get tired of this shit, not want to pay for the servers anymore, and this game's going to go bye-bye. Just like Anthem, just like Concord, just like all these games, okay? They fail, they fall flat on their face, and then investors realize it, and they pull out the fucking plug. And that's what's going to happen here. Now, I know that a lot of what I've said in this video is not going to happen. They're not going to, make the whole custom mech thing and everything like that. They're just not going to do that. But at least rebalance the game to be light, medium, heavy, super heavy. Traditional. Because I'm telling you, that would work. That would honestly work. But I doubt they'll even do that. And I doubt they'll even see this video. And I know that I get a little too passionate, and I am emotionally, I am pissed off because I just got out of getting my ass kicked trying to play Pinaka, and I'm literally getting 2-shot from a fucking panther that I can barely even deal damage to because I'm a healer. I'm Pinaka. So and Pinaka just annoys me because you're a healer, but a healer without a ranged weapon. You have a shotgun, which means you have to get right up in enemies' faces in order to deal damage to them, and you're a fucking healer. You don't want enemies getting up in your face. You're a healer. You want enemies to keep away from you. So you should have some sort of weapon that does that locks enemies down so that they're not getting in your face, so that you can pull off your job. But no, not the devs in this game. Oh, we're going to make the healer have a shotgun. So, if you want to actually deal damage or anything, you have to be right up in their face. That is the most retarded design. It's just stupid as hell. A healer would want a ranged weapon that can keep enemies away. Not, let's get right up in their face in order to deal any damage at all. So dumb. It's just yet another point of just weird, wonky design in this game that makes no sense. And defenders, too. You would think defenders are, you think, let's defend a point. So when enemies get close to us, we deal maximum damage to make sure that point is defended. No, Tricera and Stego are better at medium range. When people get close to them, they fall apart. You can't aim all the way up. You constantly have to reposition because people are close to you. It's stupid. It's so stupid. It's like these devs don't understand the game that they're making. And that's why I'm done. That's why I'm moving on to something else. I'm not playing this no more because these devs are just incompetent. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but that is the truth. It's like they're just incompetent and they don't understand the game they're trying to make. So,
That's it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.